difficulty the still cannot see like preemptively because you don't buy immediately and pick shot before you can eat blue. So TNC had to do that now. Now I'm a bit for them, and they still have for. Okay, it's a potential good idea, but the Echo Slam is still a thing. Dims can still close you in that pit with fissure, so it's still a very dangerous idea if you just go in there. It would be a very risky play. You might not want to take that. So this when they have vision over put initiation. Well, this match is just gonna last a lot longer, Gareth. I think we're here longer.
Делаю против рейсинга, у которого вся команда за спиной, и против Драгонайта, да, которого готовы поддержать. А с другой стороны, когда вы нападаете на этих двух персонажей, саппортов за спиной и еще и Брайт.
转好了吗？转好了，可能刚刚目标再来一遍。
Need another couple of fights. B. This the Adam pressure NIP and so hours then I still the get it not fashion you forward not fucking catching kill Goku's gone two heroes win the bar bat and then just pajamas got Tim as sight easy target needed and you way through and we have remaining Dragon Knight and King to defend space.
I can't see much more than that. That's his next team fight, but apparently not. And I think the advantage. That lack of dragon form in the team fight meant a lot. Playing the same, going for the rush before they finish this game, or if they do decide to push it. The stock comes with a refresher shard, which means it doesn't shape hex blue KB. Give it to him. Have double devil for that, not bad either, especially at 25. We'll see. We're not actually jumping to the mid range, just hold our bell. Like our bell can do much stuff right now. As the Roshan falls, and as the marks the last in the lead in this game, we're gonna give it to Night Stalker, who will be able to do that double KB Dark Ascension. Also very.
You just look at the heroes that are dead. PP is like I heroes on TNC. Abandoned the attack. Scott went back immediately. Armel has to keep behind it, but he did bash and killed off. Try and recover some life. And he's not gonna do. No way. No TNC. Gabby will get you up. Bail away with an IP. They don't take back. Yeah. He still has that ball back if he wants to stop it. So TNC, 5 heroes and people right now. The job is going in just a little.
Yeah, NIP is just not able to close in just yet. He's yet again. He still has he bounces back without the dragon. Managed to play that again effectively, and if it's a bit wild when he's flying with Dark Ascension, he does further needs to be. Opportunity for him. Getting the level 25 also in a couple heroes. Blood on the dragon, obviously the black 4 can the finally it means a lot more power for getting for if you get final push to take the tier 4 by I guess you would say
yeah.
Like
I don't try. This backstab to the Oracle catching the Earthquaker. But if you Wraith this Mel Dragon Knight, what of the ball you still have to do with the ball? Rest of the usually it's the Wraith who is seemingly unstoppable, picks up Adam Septon. Oh my goodness. Hang on. He's 700 away from. But so
Extension, but there's still flying in. They're still gonna unit, and
he's flying.
X.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I guess you just get the.
I'm wondering if he didn't have the ball downs down. I guess it's a bit close, right? 1 minute, 30 seconds, 10 seconds. Can be difficult to judge or gauge in the heat of the moment. If they felt the ball was too close there, or even footing.
Maybe.
Ready. In a bit more than Armel's dragon, he's ready.
They weren't from despite
But
you're just thinking
Aegis now expired. That was the time. Aegis is gone now.
Yeah, it's a good episode. They just give up and think as a switching tactic that we have to do. Just a Dark Ascension kind of in the part of this here, and then the bottom left try to take the tower, and you do a fair amount of damage. Ace take the tower next time, be B sides of ice, allowing you to also the kind of extra time without stun on you. All you have, honestly. You have to get level 25 of this. That's how long this game has gone. And like PPD almost level 5. Jesus.
The difficulty here is, and blinks away. Pushing they're pivoting from bot mid, allowing naturally, but it's scary. Split pushing into Batrider in a shaker. He jumped at and Gab just walking high ground, wanders into the midst of an IP, into the Shaq and there. It's fine. You don't cut and done. You have to take it out and go get. Just hold it down.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
They will be correct under until starting 1 minutes. See, they're running aggressively looking for players, but the Seb did all chip now.
Yeah. almost I mean, they finish it's just a matter of perhaps getting the last skill taking an objective that might make it like tier 3 so you can open up a map and take the shot. Or be Ace, who's alone lane, they catch him with a fissure. Go she play, it's just not working out for him instead. He's only and MC
That's pushing so hard, right? NIP, that's what they need to do. They're pushing up and Ace pushing down bottom of the lock. But against this Wraith can jump you, so many ways to catch and kill. TNC, they are now only one lane of back down. Roshan back up potentially in 20 seconds. TNC, they've made this one.
Yeah, TNC are starting to push the lane, shoving them out slowly but steadily. Now they're moving up in the lane as much as they can. And they'll up inside the travel at this point. The teammate is saying you need to have the potential to teammates. There's a creep alone, but they can't get to it. And I think they get tier 3 firm. But now it's clear to fall the rate. There's no buyback, or don't want to use the buyback, sorry, at least right now. Yeah, because the lack of the you have no.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Get thing out now with Dragon Form and PD, the only hero that can face it now. They managed to stop out. Thank you. Bro, I can tackle from behind, and they start the support. Gabby's the only one taking. Get the kill from the and they come back inside. Safe against NT and Gabby, but he does first like a shape close ending. They get the match. Get second incarnation even with the Lord.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Both heroes have fire. NIP losing a full line of max bottom. Tier 3 mid. TNC really sticking it to them. 1 minute 20 until Roshan respawns, so only times with King's reincarnation as well. But NIP, they need to force buyback. That is objective number 1. Move towards the dire base, force buyback, take another lane, try and one or another. You've got the Lesh Edict at 5. 25 of Batten with the shield health up. Is everyone not 25? No. There's one hero. One M's.
No,
Sorry,
AU as well.
AU also is level 24. Back level 25. Let's get it done. NIP move on to the ground. The ones pushing this advantage. Advantage for them on the high ground. Ditch the rest of his team. After an shouldn't be
Gem? Just got a free gem. That's control for them as well. With Roshan spawning soon, that's actually quite important. And that's level 25, so at least one for the whole step. Today, you just that 2-second duration. Not a joke, actually. Pretty big level 5.
Scanning.
Now immediately they head towards the road. They know. About the seconds. I missed it. Oh, they need to go again. They were unlucky. They can still do this. The wolf actually bite it, so they know the Roshan's up now. But TNC takes the court first, up a TP buyback, and go for the tier 2 as well. Stop any special IP might have to come.
Both teams want to be with their buybacks at this well. Both teams want to they want to be able to back and these to full shrines wherever it may be, just get into the teams now. They're looking for it. Actually start the fight approach. Network is meaningless right now. Creation is everything. Is everything. I stored the pop facility for that exact reason. Shifts full 3-3.
DX.
When Armel, you have accent. They come out to play.
Dire are scanning.
No.
You need to blink right now. Gabby's forward, but gets the aid. It's time now, and they're going to Gabby and Armel. They'll with enough to He can be but they're turning easy to go here as the other is called. Go blink.
Oh, that's so...
The Echo Slam was pure TNC removed to an IP. No buybacks on it. Nice as one, but it seemed like it rolled by 3 Hellgates to get into that dire base.
No, one last chance.
Just rush it.
Just okay. Yeah, rush for TNC as well. This might be base rate. Save. Just ace against this team. What can you do, little? Try to get the protection. Wait, the creeps are coming in the top eight. Oh, the creeps, a single creep goes away. They can't do anything, and TNC will constantly buy an IP. It's a crazy comeback that manages to secure the first point in the series.
TNC! The game went
TNC
Dire
Predators
team
turn
ban.
to ban. TNC predators turn to ban.
Тя и са така против LGD. Доста добро го изигра Енигмата. Гледам Ембер, скоро сите банове по предходната.
10 seconds remaining.
Не сега да да
5 seconds remaining.
онлайн доминатор. Гледаме най-талкер до супортите в най- дали ке дойде някой чембан
10
или
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Здраво, дечки, ние сме пак тука.
TNC predators
Во
turn
пикинг
to ban.
Там ще е моментално AFK, ама ќе се
10
врати.
seconds
Да.
remaining.
Моментално може да видим страната TNC планира Enigma
5 seconds remaining.
Найсалкер. Реков Найсалкер ќе всички го унищи EU, така да представим
проблем беше
страната ни, имаме банове от Никс, Ембер и Бетрайдер. Защото очигледно Бетрайдер събуваше голям проблем во таа партија.
Dire team pick.
Последниот пик ќе биде през последниот бан, ќе биде Свен. Ќе видиме сега кој ќе биде првиот пик за страната на NAP.
TNC
Нинджите по пижами. Они имаат Sen King. Ништо ново, ништо ново.
за сакса
До историја.
TNC.
Сакав да се надоврзам
seconds
до
remaining.
партија.
Дали ке
Како што кажа по самиот почеток дека
TNC.
Lady M против Херој нема да биде добро за страната на
што моментално го банира
тоа беше само доказ дека има право и имаше доста грешки.
TNC
Би рекол едно по големите тие такса и избриша пиката. Сега има два пикови, што они ќе земат долго време се мислат. Исто така може да видиме TNC не им дозволи да земат Мипо, очигледно. Заради тоа што земат повеќе AOE damage, Мипо тоа не го сака и doesn't like that. Така да ќе видиме следниот пик, следните два пика кои ќе бидат за
доаѓа лината. О, може
Тоа
да
беше
биде
лина.
са лината со
се идеме банове.
може 33 да го изиграе
Лината
по време
Предпоставам да ќе биде бит,
да се изигра.
но ова е Дота, нема да значи. Така да ќе видиме што ќе се деси. до-
неколку пати како
Крај на пик
четворка.
може да ќе биде Лина мид, може би Лина нема да биде мид, ќе биде супорт. И ако ја Лината
5 seconds remaining.
никад не би играл супорт, но се деша.
TNC
Лина е
predators
сепак
turn to
пора.
ban.
Така да биде
Јаме
кој центарот
претон
се брат.
Dire team
турно
ban.
TNC.
Поставам се пак ќе игра Синки, но значи би пати на
is going to die. You have to look for trades or you look to retreat.
That's very true. That's exactly what CK excels at as well, killing heroes early on in the lane. This is the kind of lane you don't want to give a CK who kind of relies on that killing potential early on and that super strong laning he tends to have. We're seeing a bit of a tower, but the PP realized why he shouldn't have gone so close. They catch the Maiden, Fissure. Speed here is very fast enough to get away from it. He did go for an early, well, as early as a support can, boost of speed to make sure he doesn't die to the cold feet as easily. Gabby could be in trouble now as well. They have spirits in a second. Cold feet onto Ace, who's under tower. They're gonna fight this offensively. Gabby dies though, and AU now the next target for NIP. Gonna take 2 kills here almost for free as Tims fights Ace. Realizes this is not the easiest of fights and just stuns.
Daxa, even up that tower, waddles on back as well. Very nice dive from NIP. Tim quite ready for the initiative there as Gabby just gives the old what for to Spectre. Little reality rift, and now in towards PPD as they guard the bounty runes. But Fato's arrival should force TNC back, even with that nice Fissure into cold feet. Attempting a kill as PPD here is still dangerous. So bounty rune grabbed up, chased forward by Saxo, stunned. There's a as NIP secure that bottom lane, but NIP he'll be happy about it. You know, this Earthshaker, an ancient apparition. They should be.
Yeah, they hasn't been able to really win any of the other engagements either though. In the top lane we're seeing Cuckoo, bit of harassment 3-3. And unfortunately, the fact that they've, like, you force these defensive supports in the bot lane kind of babies the Spectre, not the ideal position either. These supports like to move on and win multiple lane matchups. There's a slight advantage for TNC. Yes, the Lina wins her lane against the Alk, but that's expected. That's what you're supposed to do against an Alk. He has free farm in the jungle, so he's still winning in terms of net worth, even if he loses the last hit war. That's fine. At least, though, they're keeping Ace farm behind him, and the doing accomplishing this role that they dedicate themselves to.
Where's PPD going? Lord, he coming. Okay. He's zooming. Gets a sentry ward down, and a few clicks. The AU's ancient apparition. Oh, my bad. That's the first detour. Cuckoo gets blown up top. Quick bomber strike into Laguna Blade. Looks like it's an immediate dispatching of him. Gabby is one being put on bottom though. Dive forward. Phoenix's fire. It's going to work on this CK. Forces the one charge to be popped. And Ace's missile to that tier 1 will secure the kill. Now Cuckoo with AU. Grab up Spectre. Cold feet are good with the help of the spear. And the finishing blow from Cuckoo's Mars will get them the 1-for-1 trade. Nice little rotation down. Don't okay, but you just have to TP top.
Yeah, that was actually quite important there. Yeah, you do lose, or you stick up top. Not the best matchup against the Sand King. But you get the healing, so it's fine. Honestly, you already have Chaos Strike level 3, so it's not like Caustic Finale follows you that much. And Cuckoo has more kill potential, like for example on PPT. Well, Cold Feet trigger, it doesn't matter. They spear him to the tree, and one last hit, they gotta hit him. PPD frostbites Cuckoo. He shouldn't have doubted there, and now Cuckoo might be in trouble himself. Saw the Soul Ring if he wants to force out the arena, and the Magic Stick as well. But forces the bird away, and Ace as well with that God's Rebuke, but Ace chasing after him, diligent as always. The Tortoise and the hair we're talking about, in the end the Tortoise does win the race by its pure diligence.
PPD still alive thanks to Fiery Spirits. Like Cuckoo there lifting his arms up a couple of times for the final hit. Cancelling
right, that was it. Okay. He had the debuff on. I noticed the flat on the Mars. That makes sense. Couldn't
finish off the poor little Crystal Maiden. Nice move by NIP though. They're playing this back and forth super well, baiting TNC into these initiations where they do feel strong and powerful with Cold Feet, with Fissure. With this level 3 spear, they do a lot of damage, struggling really through that line that NIP are making with this Spectre with double Wraithband, Soul Ring, Wand. She's tanky. Level 2 dispersion, no points in Desolate here for Ace.
Interesting.
The beefy Brawler Spectre looking for Cuckoo again. And a dive forward. Cat with the PPD Maiden. Blowing Cuckoo on his way back. Does throw Ace into the woods. there is no shade.
Dire's middle tower is
I
under
want at
attack.
least 1 point to that Desert Lead just to get at least the effect. Or it's just the dispersion way too strong, especially lane issues.
Back. Dropped. Cold Feet's there. It's in a difficult spot now. Do I run? Do I push back to the other side? Can't really do too much. Under the tower, nearly falling. As Fata rotates in, but blocked out by the Fisher. AU alive. The Tim Earthshaker.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That disruption made quite a difference there, actually. Probably saved him from the potential death against the tower. And now the Lina could be in trouble. Speared against a tree. They have the cold feed. That's probably going to trigger as well. Chaos Bolt to ensure it does. Fata will die to a fissure. Tims wants that kill. Tims will have it. But this does give a bit of space to the Sanking if you're looking at the positive side. And Ace as well, who rotates to up top. They acknowledge it's Ace who needs the farm, not necessarily 3-3. Who now with the Veil Discord ready can go down bottom and guarantee some kills. There's the Veil Discord trigger onto Cuckoo. Frostbitten him in the Sandstorm, but he just gets speared away from it. Haver 3-3, 7 more seconds till that second Burrow Strike. As Tims pushes away PPD. They divide the team fight by 3-3 now with the help of Saksa. They want to continue this initiation. They have level 1 Burrow Strike right now onto the Mars. Nope, gets speared up, can't use it in time. As Saksa follows Tims through. The damage to the Spirit's strong, but TNC doesn't want to engage. They decide to go to the Shrine instead. 2 seconds to that Shrine, and they'll heal back up to full.
An interesting back and forth there. You can feel both teams feeling strong, feeling weak, playing aggressively, falling back. TNC wisely realizing that terrain-wise was an advantage to NIP near that Shrine. I'm just quickly, though, bringing attention over to the Alchemist. I've been paying close attention to his CS. 96 at 10 minutes, closing in on that 10x creeps per minute. 7.6k net worth on his Alchemist now with double bracer phase, and the Radiance is almost in his inventory. Man, Relic is done. 800 gold towards the recipe. And then you click on Ace and you think, okay, Treads, Wraithband, Soul Ring, 6, nice, yeah, that's pretty sweet. You've got half the net worth of the Alchemist, pretty much, looking at it this way.
Yeah.
Omel racing towards that Raddy.
He is very close. The hair is winning right now. And what, 400 gold yet to that Radiance? So we're gonna have it next minute probably. You don't want to fight yet though. You want to fight once you get that Manta spell. That's gonna be the CK who's gonna be burying the front of your force. Oh no. Again, with the Ice Blast, they even use the Phantasm to secure this kill. There he goes. Even with the Echo Sun to stop the counter initiation. Jump there. Tims, he runs away, gets caught out with a Burrow Strike. They divide the team fight a bit. Tims will go down to the Crystal Maiden's right clicks. But the rest of his team will make it out. Tim's the sacrificial pawn here. And, you know, support for mid laner, definitely a worthwhile trade for you.
And there is that fog threat. There is that initiative threat, right? TNC able to long range initiate with the Fisher, the Ice Blast, the Phantasm, and no matter what hero you are here as NIP, you are under threat. It is an absolutely fearful position to be in against this Shaker Ancient Apparition. Draft opening pick, by the way. It's probably a note to make. Cuckoo bottom with an Ice Blast and an Arena. They pick off 3-3, nearly losing Cuckoo's Mars. He's going to walk this one off though. Fata looking for that LSA towards the Ancient Apparition. AU has also managed a bit of a gap between himself and these Ninjas players. Saksa in a real tasty spot here. Cuckoo might find himself in a bit of bother with the Fiery Spirits and Icarus dive. They're trying to commit onto that Cuckoo kill. Mars is dropping. PPD's there, trying to finish him off. Finally tickled.
Oh no!
Gabby's Phantasm doesn't get the job done, but the Cold Feet might. With that concoction, they'll find Saksa. At least they get the trade.
Dire's middle tower.
That's unfortunate. Watching Gabby try to go up the hill was like watching the Myth of Sisyphus there, but he does get that kill eventually against the Phoenix, and at least you trade Cuckoo for something. I was going to mention though that Cuckoo, I think that's how you're supposed to play the Mars early. Even if you lose him, it's not that big a deal. You're not as item dependent. Yeah, you want the nice timing on your Blink, perhaps on your Vlads, but your goal is to have an impact and to be oppressive in the early game. Take advantage of your amazing amount of burst damage and your decent tank ability because of your abilities. So TNC taking advantage of this, creating some space for the Alk, making sure the CK also has a fair amount of farm, participates in kills, and then they're gonna just fall back on the Alchemist, just double the net worth to Lina, and is closing in on the Manta.
Yeah. It's getting real spooky, sweaty over here. Alchemist, man, what are you up to? Quick dive forward, looking for Gabby, but NIP smoke will come to naught. A 3-man Fisher. beautiful from Tims. Not really going to cost too much though, as he is Laguna bladed into death. Ceases to exist at mid lane. Ninjas in pajamas finds something off the back of it, maybe an objective to convert into. They aim for the mid-tier 1.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Arena's
attack.
ready. This is dangerous.
Radiant structures
Oh, no, Arena's not good anymore. You just lost the spear. Might still want to initiate. They're considering it. Mars in the backlines gets stunned out there. Saxa annoying with a spirit. Considering the arena. There it is. Burp can just fly away. Come on, man. Everyone knows burps can fly over walls. Basic physics.
Killing Phoenix is pretty important. That
Yeah.
vessel that he's queued up already has the urn, moving pretty swiftly into it. Very, very key itemization against that alchemist.
Now smoke, by the way, by NIP. I think the misplay there was not so much the arena, but the lack of spear. He used it a bit earlier just to harass, and it was just... Like, if you have an arena with that spear, it's just not... You lose a lot of your effectivity, unfortunately. Oh, and now he's being punished for this. Look at poor Cuckoo. Burst strike from behind, and the pain is real. Cuckoo goes down, but in the bottom lane, at least they will get a counter kill on PPD. PPD does not care, though. This was worthwhile for NIP.
Bye-bye, Peter. Full bounty rune down bottom. Something that TNC have been doing exceptionally well is grabbing these bounty runes. I think the previous round at 10 minutes, they got 3 out of the 4.
tower is under attack.
Making sure to keep that alchemist net worth flowing in. And like you said, well, you said he was, getting close to the Manta. Man, it is 15.5 minutes in. This alchemist has 13,000 net worth. He is reaching 1k net worth per minute. GP got 843 right now. Armel's in an absolute spanking game.
What's the top net worth for the Alk? Is it around the 1100, 1200, right? Like top GPM, sorry, not net worth.
Top GPM, I think, yeah, it's like probably maybe like 1280. I think it's close to 1300, but not quite.
Right.
But I'm not
In competitive, obviously.
Yeah.
We don't care about pubs, guys. Yeah.
We need Noxel. We need the Dota stats coming out.
We do.
Gets his ulti down. Up to PPD top. Quick little move in from Armel. Not even needed. It's a solo kill pretty much there from Cuckoo. As Sax's Phoenix looking to defend. Far forward will catch out this out. Armel's about to drop. Finally, they bring the man down. Going back. Can they get the echo? Can they get in with Tims? They're trying with a Chaos Bolt. They get the Phoenix. And Gabby's rock clicked up, pummeling Saxa into the ground. 3 heroes down in NIP. They are in full retreat. 3-3 and Ace back through the trees. Tims isn't done just yet, though. He wants the Sand King, and he's going to find him, hey? The Echo's there. Solo Echo with a burrow out. He stays in the sandstorm. They should to block him, but no reveal. Finally, a sentry's drop. And TNC claim a final kill of the fight. NIP bust out everything for that arc kill, but TNC fight back.
Right. So I think both teams played that quite intelligently. Oh wait, before they start pummeling each other again. PPD just really likes death. Oh, perhaps not. This time he's gonna deliver that death to AU. They have no way to cancel out TP. So at first NIP calculated that chemical rage quite nicely. I'm assuming they saw chemical rage before because they knew exactly they could go on him as it would go off after the Crystal Maiden kill. So well played there by NIP. They get a really important kill. Let's not forget that, that obviously gives you a lot, or takes away a lot of the gold from his net worth. So it was nice. But TNC had a tier 1 still stand. And that was the big thing that NIP either didn't think about or didn't want to consider. Oh. Down the middle lane, by the way. Ace.
The Mars ulti's down after that concoction. That's all it takes. Ice Blast lands, and they've got the chain stuns to remove the Spectre from the game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That means that NIP cannot quite defend this, right? You don't have your main core here. The Supernova's not available. Saxa's trying to get away. Feet might just trigger. Gabby's still trying to get uphill, but can't find it. Saxa can still be spiritual. Oh wait, no, 5 seconds yet. However, they'll kill him with a God's Rebuke. Damage is the best stun in the game. And with that, Saxa will go down the tower as well. And NIP losing ground, slowly but steadily for TNC.
This is Cuckoo with phased solaring setting up these fights. Now he's got the Blink Dagger coming out on Courier in a couple of minutes. A couple of seconds even. He's already... Couple of minutes. He's going to get Courier priority now. Earthshaker actually not going for the blink as they catch PPD top. 4th death of the game under that tier 1 tower. An easy grab there for Armel and Gabby.
Dire's structures are
I'm just looking at Earthshaker. Tim's here. I saw the double bracer Soul Ring and I thought, okay, he'll delay his blink by a bit to get beefier. Actually has the full pipe queued, so opting to not go blink dagger this game.
I'm surprised by that, because last team fight, if he had blink dagger, he would have gotten the triple kill, right? Like, that was quite major in the team fight.
Yeah.
Is it perhaps because you're afraid that there's a lot of ways to cancel your blink with respect to Radiance, the Sanking Sandstorm, and the Phoenix Supernova? It might be a consideration here. Maybe you think that all the medical damage NIP does? I'm not sure, to be honest.
Just making a bit of boy that can walk in. We missed the courier dying.
Yeah, just the beacon.
Relic of the Spectre. I say we. I'm using the royal we. I didn't catch it on camera.
Yeah, thank you for accepting me there from playing.
So don't you worry, buddy. I got your back. So we still do have to wait for that recipe to come up, so it should be fine, timing-wise. You lose out on some of the damage from the relic, but really it's about that full Radiance or Ace. NIP make their base camp down south in that Radiant jungle. PPD. Getting walked at by Tims. Earthshaker's there with the Fisher. The follow-through from Gabby will arrive now, as well as Armel. They've brought numbers down to bottom. Concoction not going to be on the land. The PPD's going to get caught by the Mars. The Arena then Spear as well. Echo down onto Ace. For that Supernova, it is beautiful with Bo3 to follow through and TNC falling apart. NIP had the numbers advantage. They strike back with great. TNC bit off a little more than they could chew.
Yeah, they lack the AA in the team fight, which is a big deal, because Cold has actually been quite impactful. So does the Ice Vortex. Let's not forget the slow and increased magic damage, you know? Especially the magic damage quite major. Armel's not in the best position there. He was kind of afraid to initiate within the ultimate. And I think the Mars ultimate was good. The Arena Blood essentially made it so IP could not touch the egg or help anyone that was going in. But you have a lot of ways to just cancel with it. The stopping projectiles in this game, which is something Arena Blood does, is not so impactful when you Life Strike Ray, which is obviously stopped. Neither is the Frostbite. So those two stuns, or the roots or whatever, or disables, still go through the Arena Blood, and it doesn't make it such an impactful zone. And that's one of the reasons why Mario kind of falls off as the game goes forward, because not everything is stopped by this hero. TNC need to regroup, need to find the farm in the Alk, calm down, not go for this engagement, don't let NIP still have some power in the game, and perhaps try to go for a small gank to catch a Spectre, who just now got Radiant, which is a big upgrade for us.
Alk? So Alk has bought Fanta and Octarine Core, while Ace has got his Radiance. 18,000, closing in on 19 now on that Alk's net worth. See working it out what he can get to. Phoenix does have that Spirit Vessel with 4 charges. Smoking away from their middle tier 1. Radiant Obs Ward spots Fata top, so they see the Lina walking to lane. Oh man, Fata doesn't know what's about to hit him. The full freight train of TNC is coming through. Gabby said hello. Shoot. On with the Ice Blast, in with the stuns, down goes Fata, easy peasy. They're also setting up for any kind of reinitiation or backup plan for NIP. Kuku was there ready and waiting to jump in, and he's actually going to find Ace. The catcher of the Spectre, super up the back looking. TNC, but then will connect Concoction onto Spectre. Need to bring 8 down with another. Oh, she's not. Gabby will crit her down and aim for Spectre now. Phoenix trapped in the middle of all the phantasm illusions, and TNT. He'll stun himself this time around with a concoction. But NIP, without your Spectre for 35, this could be high ground from the Filipinos.
I absolutely love that team fight for TNC. Did you see? Amazing Spirit stopped the Spectre from attack. He almost gets away, but in comes Gabby just running like a madman with a Sanjin Yasha, extra movement speed, fires resistance, which means it's hard to stop him, and he just gets the Rihanna Rift right on the edge as Spectre was about to disappear out of vision. Well played there, TNC, ensuring that Spectre did not get away. And every kill you get on him is a bit more delay of the time that NIP needs to get online. They need that Spectre to find the farm, really, to allow NIP's draft to become a thing. Right now, it's just not really working out. Lina's not becoming the for not that much of an impact mid, and Spectre unfortunately needs more items to become impactful. TNC now looking for perhaps a smoke or a shot. Much more brave.
They were setting up for the fake Roshan and the high ground hold, but Dar Observer Ward spotted that plan. Just want to point out TNC's vision right now, watching both shrines, watching deep for that transition area from mid-tier 3 towards the shrine spots. A natural trajectory to head towards Roshan as well. So they were preparing for a fight to take out NIP before Roshan, which was nice to see. At the same time, Alp pushed out the top lane. So they set up the map how they want it. Can look to shove out that bot lane. Tier 1, Tier 2 are easy objectives. Money waiting to be collected pretty much for TNC.
And now, with that Aegis in hand, they're gonna try to look for a team fight. The Cuckoo is not waiting. PP, why? Why me again? Not even wasting the spear. Or doesn't have it, actually. Doesn't matter. PP, he killed off easily. And now they're gonna probably shove out a lane, try to take some easy objectives, tier 1s, perhaps in the bottom lane, a bit of extra gold. CK continues to form that lane as well. We should mention as well, just talking about CK, that his farming speed this game is really impressive. I know he has a Midas, but he's a CK, you know, and he has it with an Alk, which just eats up, you know, all the farm in the map. But CK is still maintaining himself top of the net worth right after the Alchemist. Good job there, Gabby.
Sure, and usually when that happens, you know, your offlane, the Cuckoo suffers, but he's still that just kill to get here, and Epicenter's gonna come out. Spectre's on top, but the kill! They have taken down the Chaos Knight for 50 seconds as Armel will stun himself. Man to dodge not coming out. NIP will not commit for the Alk though. They do not want to be fighting round blind into that shrine. TNC loser, but core hero. NIP feeling bold.
Radiant are scanning.
And this is what... This is how I think NIP should be playing this game now. The loss of PPD is not a big deal. Unfortunately, PPD just keeps getting, you know, just shafted over and over again. But if he creates space so your team can get a pick off in the top lane, for example, it's more than ideal. And these are the kind of pickoffs you should be going for. Get the Haunt so that the Ace could steal the kill, because who cares? It's your carry. You need to give him farm and get him more kills of high net worth heroes. Not though. Oh, not like this. They can't even go into the arena of blood. They're completely protected. At least Fada will get away, but who cares? You just lost your main core. And Sakta is idling. Look at the trees. What are you doing, Sakta? Why are you trying to come here? He's pinned to a tree and decimated by TNC. Did he just let go of the keyboard for a second? Yeah, buyback immediately.
And then straight to high ground. There's no buyback here on the Spectre, so she's down for 20 more seconds. Look at him. On the B front. They've got the cold feet snap onto the Sand King, drag back into the Fisher with the spear, and it's gone. Has buyback now. Will be forced to use it as the spray comes in on top of TNT and burns down Cuckoo. NIP defend their high ground and keep that tier 3 alive.
Okay, so we're seeing a bit of... I'm getting a bit of deja vu, Gareth, right? It's just still... NIP hold on to the high ground. They still don't want to lose this time. But this time, you're not fighting against a team that's good pushing bar, but rather an Alk that is farming out of his mind. His GPM is getting close to 1,000 at this point. He has all the items. He's going to start to build up the Ags. No, first the BKB, because he still has the Aegis slot. And then go for the Ags. And what is this attempt of a smoke by NIP?
This is NIP needing to change the status quo. Drastic times call for drastic measures. Smoke, a ballsy one. Not coming to fruition. I'm struggling to figure out how they need to break the line here of TNC. It's not as though the Spectre is a complete mitigation of the Earthshaker's initiation. He doesn't care about having that Radiant Spurn stop his Blink Dagger because he doesn't have a concoct Ice Blast. They chase stun now from the Fisher and the jump. The catch is there. Again, Ace removed from the map. 50 seconds on the sidelines, but this time does have buyback.
Is under attack.
Well, we just watched another kill onto Ace here on Twitch, one of the sponsors of this tournament. Ace, unfortunately, not giving us the best of shot in this match because he just doesn't have time to play. He's constantly dead. And now TNC, knowing that they don't have his Spectre, is going to try to force that buyback or perhaps just take the barracks with them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top
here. Oh, there's a Lustrike Array, catches 2. No, they can't have much follow-up though. You're lacking the damage. It's just Fata here. And Fata went for very much a utility build with a Blink Dagger, Ethelyn's BKB. You don't have the damage to actually bring down anyone in TNC. At least you defend your...
Tier 3 not dead means that shrines are safe. Roshan still a possibility to fight around as NIP. This game is on a knife's edge right now. Alchemist, net worth 26,000. Filled that slot with. Puts his bracer back in for that Aegis. BKB queued. He'll close out the game in the next coming minute. The team fight. Primarily with a BKB now done on Mars. Have a 9-second one on that Chaos Knight we've already seen. Again, action on them. They want to smoke. They need to pick off. Need to make this next team fight count. Because if they lose this one, buyback-wise, they do not look good. Sand King Phoenix without them. Lina no money for one. In fact, Spectre with buybacks.
It's become a position where NIP can only take engagements they are 100% sure that they can pick. Right? Just a simple pick-off. This could be the game for them. Luckily though, because of all this shifting around, at least they have managed to find some farm for their cores. You know, Ace is definitely under-farmed, but he's not stagnant just yet. The Lina similarly, Fata getting some items. He needs an Axe really to add to his damage, because right now he is just falling behind in that sense. But TNC's this calmly. Discipline. We've learned that from last game. They do not need to rush this just yet. They have a bigger time frame than last game's NIP with its Alchemist, and especially a CK, a very strong late game carry.
Most certainly. What are we aiming now? Going for Guardian Greaves. So this Tim's Earthshaker
Who needs
very much lining up for that ability healing build.
Blink is for position themselves. It's for noobs. If you're really good, you don't need to blink on Earthshaker.
Blink is for people who aren't against the Phoenix Sand King Spectre.
Exactly.
Like Supernova, Radiance, Haunt, Sandstorm, Burrow Strike. Blind Blink in this game is good.
I like to see a 4-step.
Very intelligently skips it.
I would love to see a 4-step. Some mobility in an Earthshaker is he's not sanking, right? I mean, I think it's gonna get Ags eventually, right? So it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. His mobility will come with time.
Yeah.
What's Ace waiting for now? Anta's done, so Skadi on the docket. Up. TNC, their turn to smoke out across the map. With 10 seconds remaining until the big man Roshan potentially respawn. They are not necessarily this team fight, but most certainly one kill here alleviates map pressure. They can shift bottom with the Alchemist. They can push out top with the remaining 4 and make them return to their control. 1 minute Roshan respawn timer. NIP push out top tier 2. Rainbow TP is coming in from the front. Ice Blast and the Chaos Knight from the back. As a BKB TP, Lina will retreat. K, Crystal Maiden?
Oh, no.
You K? Or you not K? You dead.
4 PPD. How many deaths does he have this game already? 6? It's not that many, actually. Yeah. Cuckoo's died more. Cuckoo's been hunting him, and Cuckoo's died more than PPD. Nope. Well, it's unfortunate. He's playing Crystal May in a game of big beefy dudes. Or sorry, beefy boys as you call them. Yeah. So
big beef. I mean, they're all like Earthshaker, Chaos Knight, Mars, Alk. They are all big beefy boys.
Ancient Apparition skips leg day, so he has like a lot of upper muscle. It's really convenient to only have to train one set. And Lina, sorry, the Crystal Maiden is just very weak against these heroes. They have a can catch her out and just decimate her. The pick was good for the laning phase, but unfortunately now you're in a position where what do you do? There's not much PP accomplished with this hero. You can't ask much of him because you have so many facing field with a spear, for example, or even one of the area stun on the stable concoction, or even the arena of blood. That's assuming that you have Glimmer Cape, which he currently doesn't, right? He's going for BKB straight up because what's the use of that?
Top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is it Roshan time now?
It might be Roshanta.
TNC have just
but
been sending
NIP wants
people
to
into the pit to scout it. Like, hello. Oh.
Oh, someone's there.
Oh. Yeah. TNC knew. NIP knew. But they had vision. Suddenly an observer board appears and Cuckoo blinks away.
Are they not going to take the observer and higher? Oh,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
he's gonna die again. Look at him. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for the keyboard at this point when those things happen. You have no escape mechanism.
Those have buyback to contest Roshan, which it looks like they do. NIP's fighting chance is now. Spectre's bottom, so they've got the pressure down. From the captain, I try and address the issues that is bringing that bottom tier 3. I didn't know that CK Illusions taunted as you turn even global.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. That's amazing.
Global taunt? That's pretty cool. Blink Burrow, in we go. Immediate snap reaction from it. They've got the Mars. Look at escape. Put out down and faster. Oh, faster. Freezing double PvD cancel button. The fish then comes Darmel. Blow up the maiden. Catch him with the aces, quicker on finger. Manta dodges and force that away from danger. Spectre on the high ground, and they won't commit for the kill. TNC. Spooky scenes there as they remove NIP heroes so quickly from these fights.
Properly fought the NIP. Supernova was really well positioned there, so it was really hard to get to essentially. Let's not forget that TNC's 3 cores are all melee. Actually, 4 other heroes are melee in operation. As the game progresses, will be less and less present in team fights. So they have a difficult time getting that Supernova. Unfortunately, there's just no impact. There was a reveal there by the CK of going for the Reality Rift Pierce Spell Immune talent because he just got level 20, and Fada was just not expecting that. He got hit by just a massive amount of damage, went to half health immediately, and that forced the NIP guys to go back. And unfortunately, in a similar position, Ace cannot really help his teammates right now. Like, he has some damage, he has some tank ability, but definitely not enough to withstand the amazing amount of damage that TNC can pull out. And we're gonna see the first axe now coming out on this Alchemist. He just got it. Who's he gonna give it to? It is the Earthshaker, yes. So that's why he was not buying Blink Dagger. Probably. On top of all the reasons we named before, having the ability to just get the free Blink essentially is very useful. And you
Now
can only
he can
cancel.
move. Now he.
Yeah. And you can only cancel with a Burst Strike or Light Strike Rate. And there's no way you're canceling Light Strike Rates. It's really only Burst Strike to cancel Enchant Totem, which is not the best way. So it's a pretty big axe. I understand why they gave it to him first. And now he's built the axe for A, I suppose.
Or more axe side. As NIP very focused on trying to push out these side lanes. Fata spotted by the Rubian Ops Wolf, but PPD will be the middleman. He attacks the gap for his top. Oh, down bottom. Do they have reveal? A's here with a gem, so they do. Hit back. Gabby moves. 3-3 in the trees, though. Hidden away, safely tucked behind woodline.
As TNC right now, do you choose to push now that you have the H's, try to make a best of it and just try to force a team fight for NIP? Because your counter initiation is not as strong as it was last game. You don't have the confidence this time.
Are fortified.
Oh, what is that 3-3 doing? He's gonna make it out. They could not find him.
Half a second, Tim's go. Oh, hang on, we need to get this camera angle nice. Go again. Cast it's beautiful. Look at that. It's gorgeous.
This is why we need the Earthshaker Arcana, guys. You gotta get these beautiful moments in Dota. There's a reason why Dota is such a highly played game. That's later on Cuckoo. So he's gonna have some late game potential with that. Actually, means a lot for Cuckoo. That's God's Rebuke now with dealing a fair amount of damage. He's also gonna go a bit late. Perhaps We don't know yet. It doesn't look any close to ending. But a big push by TNC could settle this game immediately.
I wonder if PPD's BKB is a big difference make. BKB freezing field is honestly going to be pretty massive.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He hasn't got a single freezing field this game, like to go because of the ridiculous amount of stuns TNC has. The only thing though is Gabby can reality rift him and just pummel him to death, even with BKB.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So 20 bonus armor, is that enough? Like, I'm just gonna calculate. So Lina has what, around 16 armor, so you'd have, well, almost double what Lina. Oh, that's the tower. Never mind. So a bit more than Lina has, like a 1.5 Lina's armor. You might not get pummeled so quickly. You might get 2 seconds off his feet, which is already a lot for PPD.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We're also wasting the CK's time.
Exactly, right?
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Where did AU's gem go? He left it on the courier? No, it's appeared somewhere. Tim's now holding the gem for TNC. Playing very tight together. A little bit. Let's see.
Invisibility.
For 2 across the map. And a concoction from Arm just to clear through some Spectre illusions. Gabby under Obs and Sentry from NIP though, fully spotted. Aegis about to expire. 45 seconds remain now. TNC want to try and strike while the iron is hot.
Yeah, it seems like NIP has a pretty decent amount of defense, honestly. Look. Perfect. And the Sunray is destroying Gabby, eating through his health there. Like, would have played that nothing though. Cuckoo trying to get the kill. This is the hot use though. As Gabby beat and punches everyone. He's 3. He fasted a burst, like a stops Cuckoo as well. Didn't mean to do. That comes in with the strike array and sure will go today. That's great for Ollie. Saxon will touch the ice blast, but they can still catch Cuckoo. He's been frozen solid. He missed the burst. They have a sentry. To see Cuckoo. It's a TP. Frostbite cancels it. He pops in for the last kill here, ensuring that he can make a 4-man wipe. Cuckoo will die to the ice strike array, and NIP will defend their towers, and they'll get a lot of kills in the process, or their racks rather.
Only the tier 3 dies. NIP, how many buybacks did they expend? It didn't feel like a lot. I know they kept the Spectre one back on the Sand King, and that's all it took. 2 kills on the CK, through the Aegis, through the BKBs that TNC were holding. Disaster zone. See, just a step too far. Getting completely caught by, again, we have to say, Sax's Sand King has been 3-3 Sand King has been exceptionally good with these multi-man burrow strikes, landing off the 2 of them, opening up the 2 hit in from the light strike array of Fata. The follow through from that Sunray against the Heart Chaos Knight. That percentage-based damage absolutely shreds them. Now they're looking for the high ground push themselves. NIP down bottom onto that tier 3. Dropping the boom shakalaka to jump on the Sand King, but 3-3 is pretty quick on that finger to blink back himself.
Well.
IP, they have to retreat now. They can't fight. Oh, maybe they can with a 2-man LSA. Fata rejoins. Perfect time. Perfect takedown on the CK. Now NIP do not have to run. They can chase. Alchemist down and out for the count. 100 seconds without him. Roshan opens up for NIP. The map belongs to PPD.
Wow, that is NIP literally forcing TNC to taste their own medicine from last game. It's actually happening. They're winning this in the late. Now they have a Roshan for free for them, which comes with Refresher, which is absolutely massive for Ace, or even perhaps giving it to a second Supernova. And we saw the impact Saksa is having in these team fights. Supernova able to stop those BKBs, very important. But also, the Sunray taking down these beefy dudes we were talking about. They just get dealt so much damage by the percentual damage that Sunray does. And now with Ace, with this Roshan, he'll also reach level 25, which means a bit more dispersion, most likely. Like, is he
Radiant's
thinking about
middle tower is under attack.
I got way too excited. No, there's this dispersion. Okay. And Refresher for him. I thought I was going to be wrong there. He's going to go for the Haunt Illusion damage. I don't know, whoever goes. Now it's time for them to push. Take the tier 3, perhaps in the middle lane.
Radiant's
Who we were talking about? Maybe force some buybacks if TNC doesn't want to lose something here. I mean, they could lose 2 lanes of Rax here if they don't buy back on the Alchemist. CK and Ancient Apparition both without buyback. They can at least defend this for a while with a Glyph plus the stuns. But at least they'll take a tier 3.
I'm still thinking back to that fight. I can't believe Fata gets there at the exact moment he needs to get that Light Strike array, to find the Chaos Knight and find the Alchemist to follow through. Lena's timing to join that battle absolutely spot on, and NIP exploiting that victory in battle to go and take Roshan, a tier 3 mid, now the Northern Shrine of the Radiant side. Still on a knife's edge of this game though. TNC in a very good position still to keep battling on through, but I think you've hit the nail on the head. It is this Saksa Phoenix, the Supernova, the Sunray, and now with Shiva's Guard, Refresher Shard, and that Spirit Vessel. He is the counter to a number of these TNC heroes.
And he's close to level 25, which in this case you could actually go for the plus 2% max health Sunray damage, and ooh, that's 8% damage per second. That is no joke for a CK and an Alchemist. They cannot out-heal you. Have we seen more Axe, by the way? Yeah, they gave an Axe to Ancient Apparition. And they gave an Axe to Mars, actually, leaving the CK Axe for last. I'm assuming since you're playing carry CK, you can't really Phantasm anyone else, right?
You kind of have to Phantasm yourself, yeah.
Well, NIP, they are very close to just turning this on its head, honestly, right now. They have a Haunt on Spectre, and they're starting to shift away from Spectre, who's never in team fights, to a Spectre that is the bait, essentially, for the team fights.
Ace, not too fearful with Heart and Aegis. Aegis for another 2.5 minutes as well. The rest of his squad, 4-man smoked. Fata Saksa 3-3 PPD, smoke broken. In we go with the Burrow. 3-3 catches onto one, and they've blown him up completely out of the game. Buys back. Mars Cuckoo rejoins the fight around this shrine area, but doesn't have a shrine to TP2. NIP disengage, reset, and waste that buyback of Cuckoo.
Well, for now, all they're doing is kind of eating away at TNC's net worth lead. They are managing to get more space and more time for the Spectre to... I mean, he's already obviously online, but he just needs to finish that last slot of his item. Getting Saksa at level 25 quite important as well, I think, for the next team fight, especially because it also synergizes well with your Ags. Maybe even PBD could be impactful here. You just need to get him a bit more tank ability. He got the Aeon disc, you know, it's no joke now. TNC is starting to sweat bullets here. They are not having an easy game.
Things most certainly have become
and more space and more time
more difficult for them.
I mean, he's already obviously
going late game against this percentage-based damage. Spectre Phoenix, of course, is pretty difficult to handle as this Alk CK. And of course, the Ancient Apparition, the very squishy AU position 6. We start to look towards these buybacks and their timings as well. Alk, Lina, Spectre, Phoenix sanking the jump in. 3-3. Tries to catch Timbers, but there we go with Enchant Totem over the top. Fata's being blown up, and Gabby goes to work. Aeon Disc is there for PPD, but the rest of NIP, they are falling short. Supernova focused down and taken out. As Saksa falls, and PPD will follow. 4 heroes of NIP. Where did they go?
I actually don't know where heroes go when they die in Dota, to be honest, Gareth. I can't answer that question sincerely. But can you tell me though, what was the difference there in the team fight? Because to me, I think it was the Phoenix position. The Supernova that you mentioned could not come out in time, and you didn't have that Phoenix threatening you from a long range, right?
Yeah, I think the weird thing is, like, the positioning wise there, it was NIP that kind of found TNC first, and they didn't have the ability to chase. Like, the way that NIP have been winning fights is TNC run into them, they realize that the BKBs have worn off, you know, they've traded 1 for 1, and then NIP have that long chase where they dive, they've got the Supernova to zone, they've got the Spectre to haunt and jump and target heroes in the back. If NIP get jumped in like a straight 5-on-5 head-on-head clash, if they meet in a short amount of time and in these choke points, TNC have that ability to blow you out of the water, like they're trying now onto Ace, but a good amount of dodge gets him away from that CK stun. TNC focusing buildings, ranged barracks, it will finally fall. 53 minutes in, TNC claim a building, and they look for the melee now as well. It's risky business though, against this Supernova. Sunray sacks a Phoenix, and they're even going to glyph it up as well, defending with Ace on the front lines. TNC, are they giving up on this melee? Armel wants it. He's a greedy boy and he wants it. We'll have to give up on any further attempts though. NIP have held.
And TNC will go back and try to defend Roche now. It seems like that's the only option. They have held, like you mentioned, again, this time they haven't lost racks. It's not entirely like last game in Fata though in the top lane. He's trying to go for a special kill, yes, with Ace coming in, thanks to the Haunt, they could try to kill Cuckoo. And I think they forced the cheese wall off Cuckoo. Cuckoo is dead. They just took a really important kill up here together with a BKB and everything off Cuckoo. 120 seconds without him. This might be the chance for NIP to go, well, actually, I'm maybe speaking too quickly. They don't have Haunt here, which is actually quite major.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No buyback on the Mars for 4 minutes. Phoenix, Sand King, 6 minutes for them. Crystal Maiden, 40 seconds. TNC prepping for a fight on this high ground. Sand King jumped. The Ice Blast misses. No, maybe not. The Reality Rift, it does just about. Kisses him on the side. And 3-3's down for 2 minutes himself. The jump over the top will get Tims out of danger. Fata in. The Echo Slap's there. Fata's half HP. Blown up with a big crit from Gabby. Now he turns to face the Crystal Maiden. PPD being shredded by this Chaos Knight. But the Supernova's good. In towards Gabby. Forcing the TP home. He's made it away. TNC evade danger. They do not fall apart. Beautiful, crisp gameplay from the Filipinos as NIP do not understand what just hit them.
Jesus, this team, man, TNC has the discipline of the gods. They cannot be brought down. They have managed to take the team fights exactly where they should be taking advantage of those plateaus and the choke points we often talk about. They've cancelled most of NIP's positioning. Gabby has been a monster this game with those reality rifts and chaos strikes with those illusions immediately blowing up the lane ideally. And even then, that time Sax had a pretty decent supernova, even forced a second one because Gabby told him to. And now it's time for TNC to try to go for these racks again. See if they can.
20th time lucky.
Killing the Spectre. This could be dangerous. Ace just standing there. The reality rift him, but look at that Sunray eating into their health. And even Ice Blast. Ice Blast will come out, but does it actually hit? Yes, it does. His potential damage is coming in, and he can't last too long. The ice will eventually shatter him. Goodbye, Ace. That's done. No carry for you for 100 seconds, but he can come back with a buyback. He does have Haunt. They need to force that out of him. Have to play aggressively. There's the buyback immediately, and the Haunt as well. Cuckoo, he forces the arena, catches the bird. He can't fly away. Cuckoo kills him like a cage bird that he is, and goes back. Now assault PPD, and PPD cannot even keep the freezing field going for long enough. Now Sparta tries to stir the out. The damage is not good enough. Ace gets stunned out as well. For now, Armel surviving this engagement entirely. They destroyed Sparta. They are now surrounding Spectre. They manage to spear him into a tree. They push him back as well with a force staff. Ace gets away for now. And a nice double power strike. He can continue this fight again. A second ice was coming in. Ace, it's the bane of your existence. You cannot keep healing this, but Gabby's out of mana.
Buybacks!
And it comes out the second time. That is some damage for Ace, but Ace is just getting away for now. However, Ice Blast with Axe is going to last forever.
Everyone's so tanky.
It's the shattering. It's the Ice Blast that kills him, and the GG is called.
Oh my
TNC
God!
Taking this game number 2, 2-0ing the NIP.
2-0 victory for TNC over NIP. Man, that last fight, nobody was dying. The kiting from the Spectre, the buyback from the Lina, the Phoenix and Sand King bouncing in and out of that team fight. More swings than a kid's playground in the past 2-3 minutes of that game. But man, Alchemist and CK untouchable when they've got their BKBs, their ultis going. Disgusting amounts of physical damage and tankiness. And you mentioned it, that Ice Blast comes in at the very end. You have that saving grace of the big AoE bubble landing on NIP just to make sure that they can secure some more kills. There we have it. Best of 3 done. TNC take the W. Victory over NIP. Not super convincing. That was a real tight series between the two of them. But good showing from TNC. Even more depth to their draft in their lineup. Did not want that video to play. God damn you, OBS. Just playing a pre-roll all of a sudden.
That means that we're going to see NIP versus LGD, right? As the last match of the day for deciders. Yes, that is the match we're going to see. Thank you, Gareth. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I agree with you. Yeah. So the other, so LGD beat OG?
Yes, they did.
2-0. Oh, damn.
Yep. Yeah.
So our game should be coming up pretty quickly. 15, 20 minutes or something. NIP against LGD. Swift day to day, it looks like. Some quick 2-0s.
We'll see. We're going to check this match out next between OG and LGD. See who takes it home. It's been a pleasure, guys. Hope you enjoyed the game and the cast. And I guess we'll see you soon with the next match of the day. And the last one as well for the group stages as a whole.
And there we have it. See you guys in a bit.